Good morning, Kailash. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Sorry for being late. I'm here. If you want to let everyone know that I'm here, that would be great. I'm going to go ahead and get started, I guess. This is going to be a very good reading. I got some very positive music. The sage is still burning. I did light the sage and I saged as much as I could. I couldn't get it to light very much, but it's like slowly burning. Hi! Yes, baby, everything's okay. Dealing with children. Oh, look! Oh, no, not again! There's somebody who watches, not you, Kailash, but somebody who is watching has a lot of negativity in their life. Oh, here comes Cosmo. Uh-oh, baby, are you okay? Come here, honey. I'm okay, Mama. He just came in here to check on me because he felt that there was a shift right then in the energy like you would not believe. Yes, baby, Mama's okay. Yes, there was just a shift. There's somebody who is watching the videos that is really struggling with some negativity. Come on, babies. Y'all got to get this under control. Come on now. Come on now. Spirit, help us. Holy Spirit, I ask you on behalf of whoever is struggling in this collective that you would please help them deal with this negativity and not let it continue to be a hindrance, a stumbling block for them, because this kind of negativity can make you sick. I already have the window open because I kind of had a feeling that we might see some negativity. I could hardly get it lit before the show. So I know it's somebody who's watching, and it's okay. It's okay. It could be someone who's terminally ill. And if you are, I'm sending you a lot of light and love and healing energy for you, that you might get healing in your physical body. Because, yeah, we have some negativity going on in this collective. And I'm so sorry that someone is going through such a tough time. If this is indeed magic, that will come out. Spirit's going to reveal more about what's going on here. Always. Anytime I've had this kind of negativity, it's always come to light what's happening. I am not believing my eyes. I mean, I haven't had this happen in years. Spirit, I pray that you will give whoever this is healing. Help them to get through this. Oh, wow, Spirit. Someone is really struggling. This is breaking my heart. Cosmo, baby, you don't need any more Coke. You've had enough Coke, baby. Spirit, I beg you. I beg you. Kailash, can you tell me, how is the video quality? Is the video quality good? Is the sound good? Oh, Spirit, help us. Spirit. No. Cosmo's trying to chew up cards. Come here, baby. No chewing up cards. No doing that. No. You have to get on my shoulder now. Come on. Get on mommy's shoulder like a good boy. Get on my shoulder. Good boy. Get on my head. Yes, sir. That's fine. All right. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I don't know what to do here. This is probably the worst I've ever seen negative energy while I was trying to do a reading for collective. This palo is still burning over here. Wow. Spirit, I pray for your protection. Give me protection against whatever this is. Protect me and my animals. Protect my home. Protect my sanity. Put angels around me and the collective and protect us from whatever is going on. Wherever this negativity is coming from, I pray for Archangel Michael. Help us. Help us and protect us. Cosmo! He's trying to bite my glasses. Come on now, this is enough. It's causing him to act up. Hey, it's okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to share with you what's going on with the moon astrologically before I start on the actual reading. We're in the first quarter phase of the moon in Gemini, okay? And it's important. Why am I getting Aries? What the hell is going on here? It says Gemini, but it's pulling up Aries. What is going on? No. It's the solar eclipse that's coming up. Let me refresh the screen. Give me just a second. Hang tight with me. This is going to be a very, very profound reading. Okay. Once I turn the computer off, it'll help too. But the moon is in... Actually, now it's saying it's Cancer. It was saying Gemini a while ago. Hang on. Something's not right. I think it's actually in Gemini, but we're going to find out. No, it's saying on April 5th it's in Cancer. I'm going to refresh it one more time to make sure. I just want to make sure I get the right moon. It's in Cancer. So I don't know why. It may have been in Gemini a couple days ago or something. I don't know. My phone was still picking up Gemini. And that was not by accident. Maybe we had a Gemini moon recently, or maybe we're going to have one. It might be about to change. It hasn't changed on here. Let me look at something. Yeah, Cancer and then Gemini. So I think it's about to go into Gemini. It either is about to go in or it just came out of. I can't tell by it because it doesn't give me timing. But just know that we either just had or are about to have a moon in Gemini. Sometimes I can tell. Let me see if it'll give me the whole report. It's just picking up Cancer, so let's just go ahead and go with that. As the first quarter moon casts its silvery light on the nurturing waters of Cancer, you may find yourself immersed in a rich tapestry of emotions, each thread pulling you deeper into introspection. This lunar phase invites you to reflect on your inner sanctuary, the sacred space that nurtures your growth and creativity. Like a wise mother cradling her child, this moon encourages you to embrace your vulnerabilities, to explore the depths of your feelings, and to cultivate a sense of security that transcends the external chaos. You might feel a surge of protective energy urging you to set boundaries that honor not only your needs, but also the desires of those you care about. Allow this celestial moment to guide you in aligning your emotional world with your inner ambitions, like a painter skillfully mixing colors to achieve the perfect hue. In this real world, the energies of the moon phase are the allies whispering for clarity amidst the fog of uncertainty. As the moonlight waxes, you may feel an urge to take decisive action in areas of your life that require healing and transformation. Reflect on your environment, what nurtures you, and what drains your spirit. This is a time for practical applications of your emotional insights. Consider setting intentions around family dynamics or revitalizing a personal project that speaks to your heart's yearning. Allow the intuitive wisdom of Cancer's archetype to forge a path through the emotional labyrinth so that you may emerge with greater clarity and direction. Under the watchful gaze of this moon, claim your inner strength and take bold steps towards manifesting a life that resonates with your true self. Okay, here we go. Yes, here's Gemini right here. Whoa. What's happening here? Why did it change? I was looking at the I'm telling you, something's trying to keep me from telling you about Gemini. Okay, the Gemini moon, it looks like, was on April 1st. So somehow my phone is behind. But the Gemini moon had us at a crossroads. I think I remember telling you that that was what it was going to do. Where'd it go? This computer's doing really weird things. We were at a crossroads with Gemini. We just left the Gemini moon and went into Cancer. And it changed on April 3rd. Now it's saying that the moon will be in Leo on April 5th. So sometime between now and tomorrow, it's going to change to Leo. I'm going to read that to you also. The moon in Leo reflects the vibrant and playful essence of your inner child, yearning to bask in the spotlight. You possess a natural talent for captivating others with your entertaining aura. Fueled by warmth, generosity, truthfulness, and honesty, your creative spirit shines brightly. However, occasionally your emotional displays may become dramatic as you have a desire to exert control over others. While you strive for dominance, it can hinder you from expressing your true emotions to those around you. The influence of the Leo moon inspires you to uphold a public image that garners attention and applause from all directions. This is a period of indulging in romance and engaging in creative activities to elevate your personal recognition. Now is the time to share your gifts of fame with others. You have no patience for those who disregard your presence. Your sole aspiration is to be recognized and celebrated for your unique skills and talents. In this moment, to command the stage, captivating others with your remarkable performance. Integrity and justice hold immense value for you, even above personal gain. Your well-developed sense of fairness thrives under the influence of the Leo moon. Reflect upon how you can maintain this commitment of integrity while embracing your desire for recognition and adulation. Question to reflect on: how can you balance your need for attention and recognition with your desire to remain true to your personal values and integrity? Great question, collective. Great question. And that indeed is the moon that is April 5th, Leo. So we are about, I think we're changing right now. I don't know why my phone was giving me Gemini, but the Gemini moon was us at a crossroads. And what I'm feeling from the music is that we had been at that crossroads, but when we went into that Gemini moon and we were curious about our connections and we asked ourselves hard questions about which direction we wanted to take our life in next, we came to some conclusions at the 1st of April. And then at the 3rd of April, we got grounded and ready to take some action, especially if it involved some aspect of our family or people like that we consider as family. And so be careful, because a temper tantrum once in a while when they don't get their way and they like to be the center of attention. But how can you remain having your integrity intact while doing that? Like, in other words, how can you not show your ass to get attention? Because you can get attention two ways. You can get positive attention or you can get negative attention. Attention is attention to a Leo or to anyone as far as that goes. We all crave attention because we want to know that people care about us. Some people have learned that they can get attention by doing negative things, and so therefore they will. Some of us learned as children that the only way we could get attention was by doing something negative. And so we as adults continue to do that. And that's why we have grown-ass people throwing temper tantrums. Okay. So, I do have some candle wax here for those of you who read candle wax. If you watch this on the replay and you want to look at the candle wax, this is what I got from the candle. To me, it looks like a starfish. So, perhaps somehow a starfish is significant to your life. You could have had a memory about a starfish. Today is my daughter's birthday, my baby girl. She was born on 04, 05, 06. Very special child. Will always be my baby. But she's going to have something special for her life. All my children are. But she was the only one born on a synchronized day. Okay, the song I got is Gonna Love You by Parmalee. Somebody, this is what I'm feeling. This is what Spirit is showing me. You were at a crossroads with a relationship in your life with somebody. It could have been family, it could have been a love interest, whatever it was. And you were not sure what to do with that relationship. But you've made a decision now, and you are deciding that you are going to love this person. And this is what the song says. You're never going to be alone, never from now on. Just hold on me. I'll never be far away. I'm here to stay. If you get lost on me. The second I looked into your eyes, baby, I held on for my life. No matter what, I've known you're right where I want to be. Even if the whole world turns itself against us, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you. Even with my last breath, the last beat in my chest, I'm going to love you. I love you. Even on the worst of days, I know it's going to be okay as long as I've got you here with me. Whatever our crazy hearts might do, whatever it is that we go through, no matter what, I know right where I want to be. Even if the whole world turns itself against us, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you. With my last breath, the last beat in my chest, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, yeah. I'm gonna love you. Like it's our last day. No matter whatever comes our way. If these are the last words off my lips, all I want you to know is, even if the whole world turns itself against us, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Even with my last breath, the last beat in my chest, I'm going to love you. And for someone, this could be someone who has crossed over and they want you to know that they still love you. My daughter, who has the birthday today, called me this morning and she texted me and she said, Mama, I had a dream about Daddy last night. For those of you who are new here, her daddy passed away September 2nd of 2022. So 9/2/22, and that is my middle daughter's birthday, except she was born in '03. So he died on her birthday. But anyway, the one that had the birthday today, the baby, the one born on '04, '05, '06, he came to her in her dream last night. And the last 10 years of his life, he was sick, and he spent most of his time either working or in bed. There was nothing in between. It was either all or nothing for him because of his health and the problems that he had with his health. And a lot of his time he spent in bed the last 3 or 4 years of his life. But she said, Mama, I was at his house, which is my house here. She said, I was at our house. I was standing beside the bed, and he was laying in the bed like he always was. And I was showing him my tattoos, and he was telling me how much he liked them. And he hated tattoos, but he was saying he liked them. And he was telling her how proud he was of her and how much he loves her. And when she woke up, she said the dream was so real that when she woke up, it was hard for her to grasp that he was not here anymore, because she was just sure that she was with him in that dream. And I said, baby, he came and visited you in your dream, because I have those kinds of dreams. A lot of us have those kinds of dreams. Very real, very vivid, very specific. I mean, very detailed. A lot of times those dreams are in color. But yeah, I told her, I said, he was there, and it wasn't just a dream. He really did come and see you in your dream. Because another time on his birthday, she saw a car dealership, and the name of the car dealership was Wayne Thomas, and his name was Wayne Thomas, and the sign was his age, and it was his birthday. And she had never seen that car dealership before. She was traveling that day. And it's like he always sends up signs to my daughter, to my baby, that he's with her. It's for some reason I don't know if he does it with the other two, but I do know he does it with her because she shares it with me. And I told her, I said, you need to start keeping a log. Um, you need to start keeping a journal of all the ways that your dad shows you that he's with you, so that you'll always have those moments to treasure, because it's so easy for us as humans to forget things. And those are moments that you need to hang on to when days get tough, when it's time for him to walk you down the aisle and he's not here to do that. He's going to show you that he's here. Even though he can't be here, he's going to show you somehow that he's with you every step of the way for the rest of your life. That's how much he loved you. And he loved all of his children. When I posted pictures the day that he died, after I got myself together a little bit, I posted pictures of him and the kids. And his face, nobody noticed it until after he was gone. But when I posted the pictures through the years of him with our children throughout their lives, his face glowed when he was in their presence. They brought so much joy. And somehow this is all part of the reading. This person brings you so much joy, or you bring them so much joy, and they have decided that they're going to love you. And I think that there may have been someone else at one time, and you're over that person, or they're over that person, because I got a song. Me and her were still talking, and I couldn't stop the music. So, I just went ahead and let the song play. It's called Turn the Page by Bob Seger. But I pulled up the Metallica version, so you might be into heavy metal. He is having a ball. I mean, having a ball. This is Cosmo, in case you're not aware. I have a parrot named Cosmo, and he is having a good time. On the long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engines moaning out the one last song. You'd think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before, but your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. When you're riding 16 hours, there's nothing much to do. And don't feel much like riding, just wish the trip was through. Here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Remember, you're going to want to be in the spotlight. That's this moon we're having. There I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. So you walk into the restaurant all strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you. Are you shaking off the cold? You pretend it doesn't, as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Remember, temper tantrums. Yeah, most times you can hear them talk, other times you can't. All the same old cliches. Is it a woman? Is it a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Make your stand. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Oh, out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give away. And as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play, yeah. Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes of the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Yeah, and here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. And there I go, turn the page. Cosmo's biting my lip. There I go, turn the page. Here I go, yeah. There I go, and I'm gone. So it's like this person was doing something else, and maybe even were in the spotlight with whatever they were doing, and they were like, it's time for me to turn the page. It's time to do something different. And what you're deciding to do is to love somebody, to be there for somebody. And who wouldn't want a love like this? I mean, who wouldn't want this kind of love? Somebody who, to hold you. I'll never be far away. I'm here to stay. If you get lost on me. The second I looked into your eyes, baby, I held on for my life. No matter what I know, you're right where I want to be. Even if the whole world turns itself against us, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you, even with my last breath. The last breath in my chest. I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you. Hey, hey, hey. Be easy. Kiss me. Mwah. Alright, let me go see if I can put him in the window because he is really biting on my hand. Alright, come on in here, baby. You gotta come on in here and let Mama do her video, okay? And then we'll play. He's I don't know how to pronounce it. He's a kayak, I don't know. He's from South America and he is an endangered species. So they're very rare and very hard to have because they're not even legal in a lot of states in the U.S. because they are an endangered species. And I inherited him from my daughter who just turned 19 today. All right. So with all of that in mind, let's get a reading because I feel like I've been channeling the message pretty much to you since we started. Here's one of Cosmo's feathers. I find them all the time. Okay, rocks. The spirit says it wants rocks. Call spirit whatever you'd like. Spirit's not offended in any way. Thank you guys for being here. The only thing I ask of you is if you will, please, for me, share my videos, especially when I'm live, so people can catch me when I'm live and I can get subscriptions that way. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? Come on, subscribe to the channel. And are you guys getting notified when my videos go live? Because if not, I need to know that. We need to fix something. Alright, Spirit, may I have rocks, please, for this video? What are you doing in this collective right now? When it comes to I'm gonna love you and turn the page. I got a whole bunch of rocks right here. Spirit's up to something. I feel like I might have some duplicates. We're gonna see though. Inspire. We always get inspire on this channel. Inspire. Strength. There's our Leo vibe. The Inspire rock spun around and around and around, and it's upside down. There's a lot of passion. Somebody's passion is a factor. Somebody's honor, having honor. Somebody's wealth. Your wealth is a factor here. That's beautiful. You're having to believe. You're having to believe somehow. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And somebody is funny. They make you laugh. This person is incredibly funny. They say and do things that are funny. That's always lovely. So you're being an inspiration. You have a lot of passion. You're strong. You have honor. Your wealth is a factor. Here comes Cosmo. He's not going to leave me alone. Believe and laugh. I may have to put him in his cage if he doesn't behave. Come here. Come here. You're not going to bite my card. Now listen, if you'll get on my shoulder, you can stay. But you have to get on my shoulder. You have to stay on my shoulder. Oh, here we go. He likes my other shoulder better. Go get on Mommy's other shoulder. Come on, we got to do a reading now. We're busy. We're working here. We're working here. Get on my shoulder. Get. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to take that so much from somebody who's only about 3 inches tall. Get in there. And when I'm finished with my reading, you can come back out. You're not going to misbehave. They're like having 3-year-old children, and you have to constantly watch them. They require a ton of attention. And he ain't getting negative attention. And see, that was part of the reading. Because like I said, some people will do anything for attention. And sometimes they'll really show their butt. And that's why it's encouraging us to really look at how we can still get attention without showing our ass. And he's bitten my hand, the sores on my hand. It's because of him, and I have a condition that causes me to break out very easily with skin infections. And I have to take medication for that. Sweet tea for the soul, I'm hearing. We're going to start out differently today. All right, Holy Spirit, can you lead, guide, direct, take over, use whatever you need to use, amplify my gifts, whatever. I'll just yield myself to you to use me as a vessel, and I'm honored and humbled that you use me the way you do, and I'm so grateful. I'm nothing without you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing without you. Thank you. May I have a message, please, from you, Spirit? Thank you for your protection and your love and your grace and your mercy on all of us. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Once upon a time, for the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. 1 Corinthians 1:18. When company shows up, the temperature is less than scorching. A proper host will seat her guests comfortably on the shady side of the porch. She will soon return with a tray of chilled sweet tea and a plate of freshly baked cheese straws. When folks commence to talking, they might just start out with a southern fairy tale, which usually begins like so. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. In spite of the fairy tale moniker, most of these stories start out as true life adventures that somehow become embellished over time. Take fishing tales, for example. The caught fish gets bigger every time the story is told. True life testimonies about what God has done in our lives are bigger than any twisted tale. Can you imagine the Israelites trying to explain to outsiders about the pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night? Or telling folks, y'all ain't gonna believe this, but we don't need to go grocery shopping like you do. God, our Father, rains down this delicious stuff called manna that falls from the sky, and we gather it up in our baskets every day and eat it. Faith check. God is great, and He does great things for us. Those who follow Christ know that answered prayers and miracles follow those who believe, and that's no fairy tale. So somehow this is a story that's going to start out with, you ain't going to believe this. So something is about to happen, and it's going to be like, you're not going to believe what happened. It's going to be a miracle. Life is not a fairy tale. If you lose your shoe at midnight, you're drunk. Some of you might have gotten drunk last night and lost a shoe. Or maybe you're going to get drunk tonight and lose a shoe. I don't know. All right, now I'm being told to give you something from What's True About You. And these are just books I picked up along the way. Haven't used them in a while, but for some reason, Spirit's guiding me in that direction. All right, Spirit, make it all flow and make sense, because without you, I cannot do this. Wouldn't even try. All right, Spirit, do your magic. Magic. All right, you are called. God is faithful. You were called by Him into fellowship with His Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. 1 Corinthians 1:9. God, it's amazing to know that you have called us. You've chosen us. You remember I told you my daughter had a special purpose? You've given us a part in your plan. Out of all of history, this is the time and place you wanted us to be. Help us to see your extraordinary plan, even in the middle of our most ordinary days. Where you are is holy ground, and you are always with us. Amen. You're here on earth for far more than just to take up space. God doesn't want you to just survive until you get home to heaven. We're truly where life truly begins. When we know Him, eternity begins now. Your days are significant, and He has no intention of wasting them. We've often relegated the word calling to. I'm sorry, I'm having a struggle. And when that happens, it's because what I need to say here is important, and something's trying to twist my tongue. You're here on earth for far more than just to take up space. God doesn't want you to just survive until you get home to heaven, where life truly begins. When we know God, eternity begins now. Your days are significant, and He has no intention of wasting them. We're given. Why do I keep saying that wrong, Spirit? Help me. We're often relegated the word calling to specifically spiritual vocations, like being a pastor. But the reality is we all have unique tasks we're asked to do throughout our lives. This means that what you do every day matters. Your life has significance. God describes Himself as I am, Exodus 3:14. I love that because I love that because it's present tense. It's right here and now. If God is always with us, then there are no ordinary moments in our lives. Wherever you are right now, you are standing on holy ground. Your life matters. You have significance. You are called. You're made for a God-sized dream. So you are meant to be on the stage. You're meant to make a difference in people's lives. And Spirit wants you to know how much of an impact you're meant to make. All right, Spirit, show us what exactly are we essential. How are we essential in this life? Show us, Spirit, how we are essential. Far away there in the sunshine are my highest aspirations. I cannot reach them, but I can look up and see their beauty, believe in them, and try to follow where they lead. Remember, believe. No dream is too wild. Goals and dreams are beautiful things to have. We all need things to reach for, to motivate us to be bold and brave and take leaps of faith from time to time. There really is no dream that is too big. In fact, some people's wildest, biggest dreams have come true in spectacular ways. Think of the Wright brothers flying the first airplane, or Alexander Graham Bell making his first phone call. Once upon a time, the very idea of an airplane or telephone seemed impossible. Now we can't imagine our lives without them. Is there a dream you've been discounting because it seems wild? It isn't. Nothing is really impossible. It just hasn't been achieved yet. So why not you? Why not you? Spirit wants to know, why not you? Spirit has a profound message. Spirit hasn't had a message this profound on this channel in a long time. And it's because someone is going through hell right now. Someone is really taking heat from negativity. All right, Spirit, how are you working in this collective? May I see, please? Courage. Spirit is giving us courage. Leo. This Leo moon is really, really showing out, isn't it? Being brave and strong even when you are scared. Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Your name could be Joshua or Josh. We also have forgiveness. And somehow we're not grateful. There's a lack of gratitude in someone's life. You're having to forgive. You're having to have courage and forgive, but you're not grateful. And sometimes there's not a lot to be grateful for when there's a need for forgiveness. Isn't that right? All right, Spirit, show me how you want to begin this message. What would you like to do to start this message? Is this circumstantial? Because forgiveness usually indicates that something happened. Somebody is inspiring, but it's in reverse. So it's like, you don't inspire me at all. Somebody has passion, strength, honor, wealth, and they have to believe and laugh. Interesting combination of rocks we have going today. Let's pull tarot. I want to see what the energy is. I want to use the black deck today, correct, Spirit? What are we going to do? How are we going to do that? Just pull the card, Spirit said. All right, show me how you're working. The moon came out. It's collective. Cancer. Okay. That's why I guess I read to you about Cancer. It came out sideways. So somehow you are somewhat in this place of, I don't know everything. There's a lot of uncertainty. Don't be afraid. You need to have courage. I think this moon energy represents Spirit saying, I know you're scared. I know you're in a place that's different and it's scary, but I am with you. So you're going through something difficult, it looks like. Okay. All right. What's the energy to overcome? I think it's that fear. Ooh, we have a lot to overcome. The Empress is in reverse. The Sun is in reverse, and the Lovers is upright. So there's a very powerful side of ourselves, a feminine side of ourselves, very creative, motherly, loving, kind, caring, who's not upright. And this is causing unhappiness. You're choosing to not be with this person is the problem. It's like you have to finally make this leap. Why did I say that? All right. What's going to pull it together? I think you're going to decide to do something different with this person. This could be your mother. The Hierophant came out. With strength, there's Leo right there. We have Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus again. And we have Cancer over here. And we have Leo on the bottom of the deck. Spirit said go around again with this deck. I don't know why. Maybe there's some transits that we need to understand. How are you working? There's a wheel coming for an Emperor. What's the energy to overcome? There's his Empress right there. Toxicity. Or desire. It's like there's no desire. There's no desire. The Devil is here in reverse. The Devil in reverse is toxic. So maybe the reason why you don't want to, like, this is an unhappy woman and she's choosing that. Or maybe she didn't have a choice. Maybe that's why she's having to overcome someone else's choice of not choosing her. But here you're both upright because there's going to be a wheel and she has no desire. Her energy to overcome is not having any desire to be with this person. And it's because down here he chose not to be with her, and that made her very unhappy. Spirit, you are really amazing right now. This is blowing my mind, people. And the reason why he's in moon energy is because he's having a wheel. All right, what's going to pull this together besides this Hierophant? There's going to be a commitment signing of some kind of... Wow, okay. It's the Star in reverse, the Fool. There's an injustice, and the moon is here again. So this moon that he's going through is being... this wheel is coming from an injustice. This person feels like there's no hope, and they're having to take a risk because of whatever happened that brought them into this moon energy. It was an injustice. And they're having to have a higher level commitment, and it involves no hope, taking a risk because of an injustice that's caused this moon. All right. The moon is in reverse, but I think it's in reverse because of the injustice. Like, this will be justice. Some things are going to be made right that cause darkness in your life. A lot of it, too. It's like this whole deck is clarifying this other deck. This is amazing. And it has to do with this emperor and empress, and they match. Someone has brown eyes. I think you could both have brown eyes. Fruit trees are significant. Grass, like dry, dead wheat, maybe grass. Orange blossom, somehow orange blossom. Gold. There's a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold, and there's somehow red, round stones or marble looking things. They look like marbles. This is wild. And then on the bottom of the deck is strength again, y'all. Strength again. But this is in reverse strength. So this is two situations going on at once. Spirit is showing us. Is anybody else like, wow? Okay, that's why you have to forgive. This woman, it's not that she's toxic. It's that she wasn't chosen and she no longer has the desire for this. She got hurt because she wasn't chosen. And now she feels like there's no hope, and so she's going to take a risk, maybe to be with someone else because there was an injustice here. All right, let's see if we can find out how this happened. Spirit, show me how this happened. We're dealing with the masculine and feminine. If you're single, this could be two sides of yourself. The masculine side of yourself is having a wheel, and the feminine side of yourself, it has no desire because they weren't chosen for something. Show me how this happened, Spirit. What happened here? This is probably one of the most profound readings I've ever seen. Alright, show me what happened here. You were fucking stressed. You were ungrateful. And you didn't talk about money. So somehow you were ungrateful when it came to money and you were stressed. Maybe somebody else, remember there was no gratitude. Maybe somebody else is stressed because they feel like they can't talk to you about money because you never feel like they're grateful. Alright, what was being hidden? Somebody wanted them to shut the fuck up, tantrum for babies, and we're on the same team, damn it. Alright, and what's being shown? That love's not gonna hurt me like hell. I'm hot, smart, and have a great ass. Every time I use that card, for some reason, I have this tendency to try and say it with a British accent. Someone has a British accent. Alright, what's going to be the outcome here? You're just going to walk away. So somebody's leaving. And you're not going to say anything either. You're not going to open your mouth. You're going to be like, fuck feelings. I have logic for a reason. And I'm going to use it. Alright, so it looks like somebody's going to leave somebody here. Because they're not going to continue to let somebody hurt them over and over and over again. And I think it's this female right here. She's upright, though, and so is he. But somebody has caused an injustice, maybe to these two people. It could be a third party that caused an injustice, but I don't know. Let's see if we can find out more from the breakup deck. I'm reading intuitively. If this isn't a love, it could be a family member. It looks like a mother and father, though, or a grandmother and grandfather. Or it can be divine masculine and feminine energy because it is the emperor and empress. But these two people can run an empire together and they are a match for one another. They're not looking at each other though, and neither one of them look happy. I will say that. She's the energy to overcome, or she's overcoming the energy of whatever he did. Or whatever, whoever did. Somebody did something between these two people. Make them prove it and not being helpless. Interesting. Prove you're not helpless. Alright. Show me what happened here, Spirit. May I see what happened here? A divine union and they moved on. So somebody had a divine union and then moved on. Alright. What's being hidden? That you're all in my head and I can't online date. There's no online dating and you're all in my head. Alright. What's being shown? That it's your choice to have this burden. Oh, where did this come from? This is a friend. Maybe you can't online date this friend. I don't know. It's your choice to have burdens maybe when it comes to this friend. Alright, what's going to be the outcome? You're going to be divinely guided. And enough is enough in reverse. I haven't had enough. Why have you not had enough? Because the grass is greener and you're not incomparable. You're divinely guided to not have enough. Because somebody is saying the grass is greener but you're not incomparable. What do you mean they're not incomparable? I don't love you. I don't love you. Well, why are you with them? Maybe they're going to leave them. Why are you with them? I'm not taking that many cards. Why are you with them? Because you're taking it slow, learning your lessons, and making silent moves. What are you silently doing? You're very phased and somebody's waiting. Show me the waiting. Somebody can't be trusted and they're self-pleasing. What do you mean they can't be trusted? They're stalking. They're not having late nights. They're escaping. So this person is self-pleasing and they can't be trusted because they escape. They stalk and they don't have late nights. What do you mean they don't have late nights? They're healing and they've shut down. What's healing? Damn, those cards are determined to come out anyway. They're having an epiphany. They're not trusting their intuition. They have no regrets. They're not coming up with a strategy and they can't erase you. Okay. So this, what the epiphany is, okay, this can all be turned around. They just haven't realized it yet. They're trying to forget you, and they're coming up with a strategy because of regret and trust your intuition. Clarify what they're trying to erase, because I don't think it's the same thing. Somebody that's stubborn and telepathic, so maybe it is. Neither one of you will make the first move. You talk with your mind. You're able to read each other's mind. And this person is realizing that I think they couldn't erase you. They tried to forget about you. They couldn't come up with the way. They couldn't figure out how. And they could not stop regretting what was happening, and they weren't trusting their intuition. So what's going to be the outcome here? You're going to be in denial. That's not an outcome. What's going to actually happen here? You're going to have a reconciliation and a rebound, and you're going to be missing somebody. Okay. This is why it's your choice to be burdened when it comes to a friend. This friend, I think, is your divine counterpart. And right now you're learning your lesson and you're taking it slow. You don't love the person you're with. They're not incomparable. And Spirit is divinely guiding you to have not had enough. Spirit, can you explain that to me better? I'm going to shuffle these all back up. Why are you divinely guiding this person? Because remember down here, they weren't chosen. And they're getting to the point up here where the energy to overcome for them is that they just have no desire for this anymore. So I think the reason why Spirit is divinely guiding this person to not think enough is enough is because this person's about to move on to somebody new. Alright, show me, Spirit. Why are you divinely guiding them to not have had enough? Because they're angry because they can't online date. For some reason, it's like they stalk you, but right now they're not able to do that. Why are they angry? What's going on? Because they're shutting down online dating. So somebody stopped them from watching and stalking online. You got caught, I think, stalking this person. You were hard to read, and you were pretending like you had shut this down, but you had not shut this down. Okay. Why are you divinely guiding this person to have not had enough? Because of the self-pleasing and gossip about a secret love and I choose you. And regret. Okay, so now we see what's going on here. Spirit is essentially, Spirit is allowing this person to exercise their free will to be with somebody they don't want to be with. Single, even though they have someone who is a secret love. Now, why you would have a secret love when you're single, I don't know. But in the song, it would have indicated, even if the whole world is against us, I am going to be there for you. And so it could be one of those situations where you're different somehow. Maybe different races. I don't know. You could be different cultures, different religions. You could be different ages. Anything that makes you different, that makes this gossipy and makes people talk about you. But people are saying that you're actually masturbating because of choosing a secret love. So let's see what the gossip is. What are they saying? So it said start with this deck. Alright. What is it being said? And it's like you haven't had enough, but Spirit is guiding you to that. What's happening here is Spirit is teaching you the lessons that you need to learn, and so you're making silent moves. You're in your feelings because you're not expecting a new beginning. So you know this person is not planning on moving on with you because of whatever reason. What's being said? That you have a crush and you're expecting a new beginning. That's not a big deal. Alright, what are they saying? What are they saying is what I meant to say. Okay. That you're getting kicked to the curb. You better check yourself. This is a love story once upon a time and you're not running away. So, okay. Somehow, whatever you're doing is going to get you kicked out from where you're living, and you need to check yourself because this was a love story, and you're not going to run away, or you shouldn't run away, why are you not running away? Because you have a crush. So people are saying you better check yourself with that crush you have and the one you're thinking about running away with, because you're going to get kicked out of where you live. You could have known this person since you were a child. Somehow you have a rose pressed in a book. Somebody could have literally gotten their ass kicked. Like they could have been in a fight recently. Somehow orange squares and a green check mark are significant. Sexual protection is here also. What else are they saying? Nah. What else are they saying? That you're expecting a new beginning. You could be expecting a baby. Outcome of expecting your new beginning. What's the truth about the new beginning? Whoa. That's a lot of truth. I'm not taking that much truth. That's too much truth. I mean, I just want the truth. Oh, you get a room, bad choices, and not being able to protect yourself. What's the truth, Spirit? What's the truth of the new beginning? Okay. that somebody wants to set the record straight about you not being a diamond girl who's born to shine and shit not exploding. Somebody's spoiled, and this is a nightmare. I'm going to put diamond girl back and shit exploding back. And I want this person to set the record straight, whoever this is. Because I asked for the truth. Set the record straight. Somebody got cheating, and I hate nothing about you. Alright, what else? Somebody needs anger management because they're keeping you a secret. And somebody here is also sick. Why are they having to need anger management? What's the need for that? What's going on there? Spirit said get the other deck. Alright, we have total drama and action on the bottom of that deck. Alright, so I'm going to take all this gossip up. It's a lot of gossip. Alright. I'm asking why they need anger management. Why do they need anger management? May I see, please? Whoa. Because somebody caught a case. Remember? That had sexual protection that came out? It came out in reverse. Why? What do you mean? They were hustling and kissing ass. But nobody has proof or evidence. There's no screenshot. They're saying that they caught a case from hustling and kissing ass. So, I don't know. I don't know. They could have had like a fever blister on their face. And somebody said it was from herpes, from having oral sex or something like that. That's not necessarily why you get fever blisters, though. But somebody will say and do anything to start shit. What's the truth about catching a disease? Back in. Did somebody get a sexually transmitted disease? Spirit said they've been looking you up. We already know that. They made a dirty offer and they're an obsessive lover. And somebody ain't shit. What's going to be the outcome of this dirty offer with this obsessive lover? They want to steal your ideas, copy your work, and duplicate or feed off of you. But you're not going to let them. What are you going to do instead? You're going to say, you ain't shit. It could be artists. You could be tattoo artists. You could draw tattoos and do tattoos. Somebody tries to steal your artwork. They try to do your same artwork. You're not going to let them. They're a drama starter, too. Anything else they're saying about this secret love? They're saying that you're going to make an offer. You're moving. And somebody's a stalker. So it looks like you're planning on taking off. Look, and somebody's not a thief on the bottom of the deck. There's not a thief involved here. No, nobody's stealing anything. What do you mean they're not a thief? I feel like Spirit is saying this person is not stealing your person. Your person doesn't want to be with you anymore. Oh, somebody has drug habits. Why is that here? Because somebody they're faking that they have the same thing going on day after day. Somebody has a Zippo lighter and they're on the needle. You need to get some Narcan. Somebody's using heroin or what's it called now? The stuff besides heroin. You're fake flexing also, pretending like you have money. Look, somebody is faking and acting like they're okay, like everything's all rosy, peachy keen, and it's not. It's not the same shit every day. This person has bad habits and they're fake flexing. What's going to be the outcome for this person? Okay. They're not an obsessive lover, but they do copy your creativity. And there's no screenshot. There's no evidence. So you don't have any evidence that they have actually done this. Why are you saying they're not an obsessive lover? Because they care, but what do you mean they're unfazed and reversed? They used to care, but you made them a dirty offer. You made this person a dirty offer. So they don't want to be with you anymore. And you went as far as trying to steal their creativity. Probably so you could do something like make money off of it for your drug habit. And somebody has been kissing ass. It's repeating the same message essentially. So that's the gossip. All right, let's move on from that. All right, this is where our negativity is coming from, collective. Somebody has a bad drug habit. Do you see that? Do you see that, collective? All right. So back to the original story here. This person's being divinely guided to not have had enough. They haven't had enough of this yet, and it's because Spirit is teaching them their lessons. Spirit wants them to learn their lessons so that they can grow beyond this. Because this is not a life you want to live. This is a shit way to live your life. It's a real shit way to live your life. Okay? And if this is your story, I am so sorry. This could be someone that you love that's going through this. It doesn't have to be you that's actually going through this. But for somebody it is. For somebody it is. I'm going to pull one more thing. Alright, Spirit. What's the tea here? What are they saying about this secret love? They're saying that the secret love is a psycho. And something happened last summer. What's the truth? That they actually have detached from you. And that's what I see here. This person wasn't chosen. And the reason why they're saying that this person is psycho, I can tell you right now. Because this person put up with so much from you. Time after time after time after time. Of you pushing their buttons, pulling their strings, calling them crazy. Because they finally snapped on your ass and said, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I don't think this person was crazy at all. I think you're calling them crazy because you don't want to have any part of your part in things. You never find or see your part in anything or reverse the roles you need to. Somebody here is a narcissist as hell. And there was also a mystery, something that was just not talked about. Anything else? You were the victim of somebody's romantic gesture. Remember they made you a dirty offer? They made you a victim. You're not crazy. You're not psycho. You disconnected from this person because they were a narcissist and they put you through hell for so long and you remained quiet and patient and you finally snapped, and then when you snapped it was your fault. No sir. No sir. What's the truth about this other person? Something happened last summer. What happened? They were intertwined and they were not star-crossed lovers. So they had an affair with somebody that was not in their destiny to do. And caution, why do you say caution? Q&A will be soon, Manu. I'm almost finished. Because of a message that came in. Alright, now we need to find out what. And it was about I'm not a player. Alright, let's see what was the message. What was the message that came in? Who are you really? You keep changing up on me all the time. See, they were acting like they were so sweet and so romantic. They always start out that way. What else were they saying? They're saying, call me, call me, call me. Delete, delete, delete. LOL, you're driving me crazy. I'm afraid to tell you how I really feel about you. And I know your fine ass is not single. I can't love you the way that I want. Tell us how you really feel about them. Where have you been all my life? And I smile when I'm reading. What else would you say? I read our text over and over. And what do they say when you read them? What do these texts say? They say, I wish I was there with you. What else? They told me you were full of it. So you were warned. You're a victim of this now. And I can see myself marrying you one day. Alright, so that gives us a little glimpse into what was going on here. Let's get a real feel here. Show me what this person says. What would they say? They would say, you were right. Why can't I move on from you and I can't stop thinking about you? What would the other person say? The other person would say, I'm better with my mind than my heart. Why is it that you love me? I wish I could be like you. I can't take this anymore. These feelings are eating me alive. And will this ever change? And what would you say to them about that? You would say, I'm stuck in visions of us and I am the man. So you are, no one understands me but you. You are the man. Okay? You're saying you were right. Why can't I move on from you? I am the man. I can't stop thinking about you and I'm stuck in vision. This person and no one understands me but you. I feel that they have these narcissistic tendencies though. They might be genuine now because maybe they have gone through some of their lessons and their healing. But they made you a victim. No doubt about it. Alright, Spirit, why are you telling us all this? Let's get to the real meat of this the reading. I want to find out what the tarot has to say, and I want to give a little guidance to whoever this is for. Talk to me, Spirit. Talk to me, Spirit. What is going on here? Alright, why is the moon here? We're going to go through that deck first. The moon is here because of the truth, getting clarity. This is why we discussed the Gemini moon. When you went through the moon in Gemini, you got clarity. The first of this month. Around the first of the month, you got some clarity. And what was that clarity? That somebody was overbearing when it came to their goals. This is a Leo typically. So we have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a Cancer, and a Leo. Or it could be... This could actually be an Aries also because we have Aries on this deck. But I'm looking at the other deck. So somebody realized the truth about a King of Wands that was overbearing. And why did that matter? Because of some accelerated motion. What happened? Oh, I can't believe all of these cards are coming out. I'm not taking that many cards. What happened? There was some fast movement. Sagittarius is here, the Eight of Wands. What happened? This person is the King of Cups. There's a King of Cups involved. This can be a Cancer, which we have on the board, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or it can be a Gemini. And this person is saying, I'm working and I'm in love. So you had some accelerated motion. At first somebody was very overbearing. And then somebody else came in and said, I'm in love and I'm working. Alright. Why is the Empress in reverse with the Sun in reverse and the Lovers? Show me what's going on down here. Spirit said fill in the blank. Can you clarify that for me? You had a conflict. You had a fight about moving forward. What was your fight about? Somebody lost their courage, and that's why we have no courage over here. And it was her. She lost her courage. That's why the devil's in reverse, because she no longer has a desire. All right, clarify why she lost her desire. Because of somebody coming in and lying, being chaotic. They came in and told a lie. What was the lie they told? The devil in reverse, that they had no desire. So this is a lie. She does have desire. She's lying. You and her had a fight, and so she told you, I have no desire for you. But the truth is, up here, the clarity was, I do have a desire for you. But you're overbearing, and somebody else is loving and wants to work on this. All right, we haven't got to that part yet. Why is the star, the fool, justice in reverse, and the moon? No. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm trying to read the right cards. Why is the Hierophant here for this deck? Okay, because you had a Tower about letting somebody go, and it was this person, this Knight of Cups, that was trying to show love but really wasn't planning on doing anything. You had a Tower about letting them go. And that was why, because y'all had a fight and you lied about how you felt. You said you had no desire for this anymore, that this was just a lot of chaos, and you lost your courage. You lost your determination to do this. I no longer want you anymore, is basically what you were saying. And so why is Strength in reverse? Because of the Queen of Cups. That's his identical match. So the Strength is that he has love, maybe for somebody he works with, who's twin flame or identical match. It's like, it feels more like a soulmate. Why is the Tower here? Because this is, somebody's realizing that they have really got their, it's like, I have so much trauma. Why are they dealing with that? Because they're wasteful and arrogant. They wasted a new opportunity that they had because they procrastinated. They took too long. Remember, they were going slow? And this person decided, we have a lot of memories together, but you don't fulfill me. You don't fill my cup. You're wasteful and you're ungrateful. And I gave you an opportunity of a lifetime and you dismissed me. So, the hell with you. You're not going to be a King of Pentacles because you're not even going to work. And up here, he's saying, I'm in love with somebody, and either they work or I'm working. I don't know which. All right, is there anything else? What was the opportunity? The Magician. It was anything you wanted it. I mean, you had the world on the palm of your hand with this opportunity, and you wasted this opportunity. Somebody gave you the opportunity of a lifetime and you wasted it. Or whoever this is wasted it. I'll say that. Alright, now let's look at the top tarot. This is 2 levels of tarot here, okay? 2 stories in one. Alright, talk to me about the wheel. The High Priestess and the 3 of Wands are here. See, this is going to be a whole different story. We're seeing both sides. We're seeing both perspectives. Why is the wheel? Because the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Wands in reverse. Something is going to have a painful ending, and you're looking for an opportunity to end it. Secret moves, silent moves. The Knight of Cups and the 3 of Wands. That Knight of Cups is looking for an opportunity, or somebody's ending it with him. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is clarified by somebody not learning their lesson when it comes to being grateful to be together with somebody. And you remember, was not letting them have enough so that they could keep learning their lessons because they weren't learning their lessons. So this wheel is a lesson for this person about not being grateful for being with the people they love. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are here. All right, why is he here, the Emperor? Because of having an Ace of Wands in reverse. Because he is the one who is delaying this. Why is he delaying this? It's like he hasn't got the courage to move forward because he's deceptive, or he doesn't know how. Why is the Magician in reverse? He's upright, so that makes me think he's just like scared, or he just doesn't know how. He doesn't know how to end whatever he's involved in already. So he's with somebody else. So that's what's going on here. He hasn't learned his lesson. He's not grateful for the person he's with. And he doesn't know how to complete it, even though the cycle's almost over. But he doesn't know how to complete it other than to manipulate. So he's just putting it off. Alright. Why is the Empress here then? Because, oh my God, y'all, look at this. Because the Empress is the Queen of Cups who's walking away from the King of Cups. So this is soulmate vibes, but there's also Emperor and Empress vibes here. So she walked away from her identical match because it was no longer working for her anymore. That's why that's here. Oh, I forgot to put some cards back in. That was no accident. These got to go back in. I got to shuffle. Alright. So the Empress is here because of her soulmate. She walked away from him, even though they had love for each other. I want to know why they walked away from each other. Why did they walk away? Why did she walk away from him? I think she walked away from him because of you. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, she made a bad decision. Why did she walk away? Because of being all in determined. What was she determined to do? To be a King of Pentacles instead. She wanted a King of Pentacles instead. So she walked away from her identical match. And what was the outcome? Arrogant wastefulness and a King of Swords. And being tempered. Wow. So she walked away from her identical match for somebody who basically said to her, I'm not doing this because you're married. And they just used her for sex, maybe for money. They did not reciprocate her love at all. Alright, why is the Star here? Because it's about to be over. There's no hope because this is about to end. Why is the Fool here? Because of using bad judgment, being in denial, and soul searching. You're realizing that you were in denial and you're soul searching about how you were in denial. And now you're having to end this relationship with this person because you left somebody who was your identical match. Why is Justice in the Moon here? Because somebody is deceiving themselves. What are they deceiving themselves about? An opportunity that they missed. Use your intuition. The High Priestess is here with Strength in reverse, which is right here, and which is the end of the reading. The Three of Swords in reverse. So, the Seven of Swords is why there was an injustice, which was the Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody deceived themselves. They didn't deceive you, they deceived themselves because they were in denial. What were they in denial about? I think that this would make them happy, that this would bring them happiness. So what's the outcome of the opportunity in reverse? That's where the Tower comes in. Clarify the Tower. Somebody's going to have this breakup. They were going to go through a hell of a lot of adversity. They're letting this person go. They fell from grace because of taking a senseless risk. Yes, you did. You left your perfect match for a one-night stand and then probably caught a case. And people were even talking about it and saying you were a secret love. Why do you have no strength? Because of you being a fool. No shit. That senseless risk you took. And now you're acting like you're a bitch. You did this to yourself, sweetheart. You did this to yourself. You really screwed up here. Alright, so now what I want to know is, I think this was a husband and wife, and I think the wife had an affair on the husband because she had no desire for him. And then the person she had the affair with gave her an STD and just left. And that's where the injustice comes in. And this wheel, this man is not innocent though. He was not showing her the affection that she deserved. She was not getting any. He was not there for her. And so she no longer desired him. He chose to not choose her. So both of you played a part in this. And I need you to understand that. You both had a part in this. What is going to be the outcome of this Emperor and Empress on my board? Your higher self is going to say to you, stop talking to them. Don't talk to them anymore. Alright, why not? Because they're not open to receive you. They're not open to having a new love. Why not? Because they feel guilty. Use your intuition when it comes to celebrating gifts and abundance. And they want freedom. They want to take a leap of faith. So they were with somebody for money. What would you have if I could read your intuition? What would it say? That this is over. You're going to end this. This is an end that's coming, and it's going to bring this transformation. Scorpio is here. This is the end of a cycle. It's a huge ending. What's going to be the outcome of the end of this cycle and this transformation? You're going to have the courage to change. There's not going to be an unexpected storm, and your spirit guides are in reverse. Why are you having no help when it comes to this storm? Because you're happy with this third party that you're with. So your spirit guides are not helping you, and there will be an unexpected storm. Clarify that storm. You're going to heal from your fears. Good. All right. Outcome of healing from your fears. That's the transformation. When you heal from your fears, this is when you're going to transform and remember and awaken. And what are you going to remember when you awaken? You're not awake spiritually. You're going to remember that you need to have stability, harmony, and flow in your life. And how will you get that? What will you do? You're going to love yourself. And what else? Your dreams are significant. Pay attention to your dreams. This is leading you to your family, home, and commitment. Outcome of loving yourself and having stability. You're going to have disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Why? Because you're going to have confusion. Your ancestors and guides are bringing confusion. Why would they do that to you? Because of regret. Why do you have regret? Why do you have regret? Because of remember the opportunity that somebody kept missing? Because you don't see the truth about this opportunity that you missed. And that's why you're having karma, balance, and justice. What would they like you to see? Your ancestors and guides are really involved here. What are they trying to get you to see? That your thoughts, you need to release, surrender, and purge where you have no desire and you're guarded and you're guarded. You don't want to let anybody in. And it looks like it's sexual. It looks like you're like, I'm scared of sex. It looks like you're scared of sex. What are you going to do here? Somebody's going to be deceptive about memories. And why do we need to know that? Because somebody is detached and cold and they're not going to apologize. Because they're in their comfort zone. So what's going to be the ultimate outcome for you here? Last fall you got separated and you have a family, home, and commitment. And you want to take a leap of faith. It's like you want to but desperately, but you have so much going on here. You have fears you need to heal from. There's some reason you don't want to open up sexually. It could be the STD. I mean, why won't you take the leap of faith? You are. I think you are. You're going to overcome this. You are going to overcome this. You're going to have a breakthrough. Outcome of overcoming this. Self-care. Chemistry. You're going to see your part in things. It's just not the right time. It's just not the right time. You're not going to get your wish fulfillment right now. It's not the right time. But you're overlooking a huge opportunity. You're going to realize that. And you're going to want to have the courage to change. But I think you're going to try to change it with the wrong person. And your ancestors are like, oh, no. That's not the right person. You need to end that cycle. Time for you to end that cycle. Alright, so what I feel we have here, show me where this Emperor is in his journey. He won't surrender. Alright, why won't he surrender? Because he's divine masculine. And he's standing in his power. What is it that he's not surrendering? He's seeing signs. Seeing signs of what? He wants to make an offer. So he's not going to give up. He's going to make an offer. All right, what's going on with Divine Feminine? She's awakening. What is she awakening to? A soulmate and being at a crossroad. What is she going to do? She wants to be alone, but she feels like she can't use her free will. She hasn't learned her lesson, and the 5D is helping her. What lesson has she not learned? Something that happened in the summer. Alright, what happened? She had to be patient and take off her mask. You remember she was pretending? She lied about having desire. She said she had no desire for this divine masculine. Alright, so what's connecting these two people? Ooh. The answer is yes to a fresh start and a conclusion. The answer is yes came out in reverse. So this person hasn't actually said yes. But what's connecting you is that all that has to happen here is that this person has to say, yes, I want to have a fresh start with you. It's over. But the answer is no in reverse. So they're kind of conflicted. What might be the outcome of this fresh start? Oh, the answer is no, tried to come out. There's going to be forgiveness for third party and somebody's creativity and somebody who would not return and causing a barrier. Outcome of the forgiveness. Oh my God. That barrier is a twin flame who's going to return to their tribe. So they are actually coming back. They are actually going to forgive. And somebody's not going to go in a new direction. Why do you say that? That they're not going to have to go in a new direction? I feel like that's the Tower. That's the Tower, yeah. You're not, okay, because you're going to recognize that there's going to be a metamorphosis. You remember that huge change keeps telling you is coming? It's going to lead you to a lot of fucking money. You're being guided towards this. You're being guided towards a lot of abundance. And I don't know who you are, but you do. You know exactly who I'm talking to. And it's not just one of you. It's a lot of you in this collective. A lot of you are dealing with stuff like this. Alright, anything we need to know about this? There's regret for going slow and not showing support. And that's why that song, I'm going to love you, I don't care who doesn't like it, I'm going to show you love. Anything else? Your soulmate, you can't trust them. If you're with the soulmate, do not trust them. Why not? Because of not being awakened. They're not awakening. And there's going to be rejection. Alright. What's going to be the outcome of the soulmate? You're going to be in denial about forgiveness. The soulmate is going to be in denial about forgiveness. What is the forgiveness? It has to do with accepting a friendship. And having somebody being real irresponsible, playing hard. Outcome of the friendship. Rejection. Why is rejection here? Because you're on different pages. And what will be the outcome for the friend? The friend is going to have true love, take care of themselves, and be patient. Or be true love. Because somebody has no integrity. Why do they have no integrity? Because of balance and their twin flame. And their abundance is in reverse. It's like they use them for money. Outcome of the twin flame. Marriage. And not strictly sexual. So it looks like you're going to marry this person. Or you're already married to them. Interesting freaking reading, collective. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, I'm going to do some guidance real quick and then we're going to move on to the Q&A. Wow, what a freaking reading. And how the cards were, the 2 different decks even. If that didn't blow your mind, I don't know. You're just watching too much tarot, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's much better readers out there than me and I'm just surprised. I don't know. Oh, I'm sure there are, actually. Alright. What's going to go down with this divine masculine? What's going to happen? Okay, that's where the transformation is happening. It has to do with healing, grieving, and love. Okay? What's going on with the divine feminine? So he's grieving love. Divine feminine has confidence and she's at peace. And she's manifesting. What's connecting the two of you? Your psychic abilities. Why are they in reverse? Because of your well-being and your compassion. I'm not sure how to take that. And because of the truth. Spirit said to read them all in the upright. You have psychic abilities, you have your well-being, you're compassionate, and you have truth. Anything else? You're an inspiration to others. The two of you are going to be, and there's also going to have courage, and that's what this was all about, was courage. The transformation is that this divine masculine is going to heal where they've been grieving, and it has to do with their love life. I don't know exactly how to take that. Maybe they're leaving the person that they were with, and it's been hard for them to say goodbye. I don't know exactly what to say about that. Only you know your situation. Alright, may I have guidance, please? Love your inner goddess. Too many cards. One, may I have one? Thank you so very much. No, I'm not taking that many cards. Spirit said, you'll take what the hell I give you. I'm not taking that many cards. Come on, Spirit. Please give me one. Please give me one or two. There we go. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. I got Mermaid Soul and Madonna of Roses. Number 33 and 43. Deep within, you know what excites and inspires you. Your job isn't to decide whether that inspiration is practical. Remember the beginning of the reading and what we said in that other book? Remember about the telephone and the airplane? Your job isn't to decide whether that inspiration is practical, realistic, or even possible. Human beings have been shown throughout history that the ideas which they once scoffed at as being ridiculous or impossible to achieve can become realities that they rely upon and take for granted as the natural part of their daily lives not long afterwards. You too shall move from doubt to wondering how you ever lived without this passion, idea, or inspiration of yours. Let the universe show off its creative flair for the unexpected and inspirational through you. Do not give up on what truly moves and inspires your heart, for soon enough it will be part of your world. And see, we have that here, inspire and passion, right beside each other. And it even came out in the other book. Madonna of Roses. You don't believe in your dream, and your dream is going to change the world. There is a way to be fierce that doesn't betray the kindness of your heart. You know that to enable someone to behave badly towards you does not help them or you. You don't need to subject yourself to unnecessary guilt for taking care of yourself, or fear that you aren't being compassionate. You are teaching yourself and others the truth, that love is based in respect, and that trying to take what doesn't belong through any form of aggression or manipulation, seduction, or persuasion is neither loving nor respectful. Thorns are sharp because they need to be. They don't diminish the beauty of the rose, they protect it. And there was somebody that was definitely being thorny. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll answer your questions that you have. Y'all still with me? Awesome. I hope you're sharing the content so others can enjoy the readings. That is the easiest and best way to support any reader on YouTube without spending any money, okay? Alright, I'll be right back and we'll do the questions, Kayla. Are you still with me, baby? Are you still with me, baby? Alright, okay. Alright, I'll be back in just a minute. I got to stretch my old legs. Me old bones is aching. And somebody needs to stop me from buying anything on Amazon. I need to save my money because I'm saving to go on a cruise. But that Amazon Prime is calling me at the same time. Don't that suck? I'm going to let you out in a minute. You got me full. You got me full. Don't you be fussing at me. Don't you be fussing at me. You're not going to fuss at me. No, you're not. Yeah, you're not smart. Good boy. Yeah. You want me to let you out, don't you? Yeah. You want out, don't you? I'm almost finished with the reading, baby. I know, you're my sweet boy. Yes, you are my sweet baby. And I love you to pieces. Yeah, sweet boy. Yeah, you're my sweet boy. If I let you out, will you stay on your cage? If I let you out, will you stay on your cage? Okay, hang on, I'll let you out. I'll let you out, hang on. Gotta clean up this mess you made over here. You're a messy little thing. You're a messy little thing. You tried to tear my shower curtain down the other day. Just because I had to go to work. Who are you fussing at, boy? Who are you fussing at, Cosby Monroe? I'm going to let you out, but you got to stay on your cage, okay? You got to be a good boy now and stay on your cage. I hear you saying I'm going to be a good boy. I don't believe you. I know you. I know you. You like to start a shit. You want to get? You want to get? Oh, you're going to take a bath. Here. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. Thank you for that shit, Mama. You're welcome. That's right. You're welcome. You're welcome. God's made a good boy. Yeah, God's made a good boy. Otto's a good boy too. Otto's the best. Yes, he is. He'll never give me no trouble. He is always so sweet. Otto is always such a sweet baby. He never gives Mommy no trouble. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. All right, I'm going to start vacuuming, okay? We're going to vacuum the house when we get off the phone. Let me finish my video, okay? Alright, I'm back. Questions and answers. Bring it on, bring it on. I'm going to do my best. Spirit, if you'll help me, I'll give some answers here. I'm going to need your help, though. All right. Who's first? Asha. Okay. Dual reading on my love life. Will I ever meet the person of my life? Will it be my ex, Uday, or someone else? Well, let's find out. Spirit, can you please help me to give Asha clear and precise answers to her questions? May I have help from her spirit guides and her angels? May I have your help? Will it be Uday or Uday? Will it be Uday? Will Uday be back, or will it be someone else? Will Uday be back? May we see, please. Show Asha, Spirit, if Uday will be back. I see a truck for some reason. Will Uday be back? No. Spirit says no. It's up to you for peaceful resolution. But Spirit said no, Uday will not be back. But you can have a peaceful resolution with him. Maybe you have children together and there's a need for you to get along. Okay? Alright. So right now Spirit's saying no. But I'm not getting a solid no. It's like Spirit saying it's up to you if you want to have a peaceful resolution. So I'm not sure what that means, Asha. Is there something that you haven't been able to forgive him for? Can you show me if someone else is coming towards Asha as a life partner, Spirit? Looks like maybe. You do have your guard up a bit. I will say that. You do come across as being... Oh my goodness, look. A woman. You forgiven him? Okay, for some reason he had maybe, the King and Queen of Swords just came out. Oh. Is there anyone coming towards Asha's Spirit? May we see as a life partner? Oh, Asha. It's saying you're going to be alone. The Four of Wands in reverse. And that you're going to build a foundation. Somehow America plays a factor. Somebody in the military, possibly. And a small child. Alright. Why is it alone here for Asha? Empty promises. Somebody makes empty promises and you're tired of this. You're tired of never going anywhere. Being disappointed. You're just sick of this. You're sick of not having any traction in your love life. But it does look like that is going to come to an end. Right now you're going to be alone. But it looks like it's because somebody has been making you empty promises. Your wish fulfillment is in reverse. Nine of Cups, Four of Swords, and Eight of Wands with the Four of Wands. So what this is saying to me is that you're alone right now. You're not in a relationship. And there's not going to be one anytime soon. Because of empty promises, being sick of it. I think you're sick of it. And I think you're tired of relationships that don't really go anywhere. They don't really lead to anything. But this will end. Okay? And once it ends, what will be the outcome? Ooh. Be careful. The Eight of Cups is in reverse with the Six of Cups in reverse. You need to get your confidence back. You are still kind of romanticizing your relationship, I think, with Uday. And you want him to come back so desperately. I'm getting that you really want him to come back. And you romanticize this. Okay? And you need to get your confidence back. Get out and mingle with friends. I don't think you're putting yourself out there. Let's see what your blocks are. What are Asha's blocks when it comes to relationship? I'm going to try to read these all in the upright. You give too much, and you have a lot of past traumas that you've dealt with. Remember, I said you were tired of the empty promises and this thing's not going anywhere. So somehow you're rushing, and past trauma in reverse. You might still have some past traumas you haven't dealt with. Take a look at that. Everyone leaves in past trauma. And this goes perfectly with the tarot that I pulled for you. Alright, what are the blocks to her having a healthy relationship? Ooh. Somebody makes excuses about eye candy. Maybe you feel like your age is a factor. I know for me, I'm 52 and I feel very much this way. Like this could be my reading because I feel like I'm too old and that nobody's interested in me. And walking away in reverse. Alright. For a healthy relationship. Vulnerability came out in reverse, which means you cannot experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. So I think you also are like me in the regard that you are not really comfortable being vulnerable with people because you have had so many people BS you and only want sex from you. And I feel that because that's how I am. I can have a lot of men, but they only want sex from me, and that's not what I'm looking for. So I don't see where you're doing really anything wrong except maybe thinking that your age is a factor, and it's probably not as much. It does make a difference. But it can also be how you present yourself to the world. Like, if you're the most fit and energetic 60-year-old that there is, you know, like you still go out, you dance, you have a good time, you like to go out to dinner, you like to, you know, socialize, be around, you know, friends. Not hanging out with kids now and going out and hanging out with younger men that you know are not appropriate to be with, you know, whatever age woman you are. But being around people your own age, like people, the older they get, they tend to meet people in different places than bars. They begin to meet at like singles events or church functions. Or in your business, you might meet someone that you end up working with. Okay, so if Asha were to overcome these challenges, what would be the outcome? You'd have a new love. You'd have a new love. Let's see. Lost in the past is what I have. Somebody does have their eye on you or would have their eye on you. And they would, it looks like it's somebody who you have memories with. It looks like it could be somebody from the past wanting to come back. Ooh. Deep anguish, the Ten of Swords, and cherished memories. Oh my God. What would be the outcome if she did this healing work? If she were to do the healing, what would be her outcome of a life partner? Justice came out in reverse. Why is that here? Because of being burned out and needing to have some growth in that area. You need to get past, and don't compromise. Don't compromise your beliefs and how you feel. But it keeps indicating the Four of Swords in reverse, which is a card of healing. There's a need for healing and growth here. It's like, until you do, we can't really say. Can you see what Destiny might have in store? What does Destiny have in store? Strength came out. This is making you very strong. There could be a Leo in your future. Why are you showing us this? There he is, the King of Wands. There's a Leo. Somehow there's a Leo in your future. There could also be a Gemini that haunts you, or a Capricorn. Outcome of this Leo. Spirit said you're not using your intuition. Is this Uday? What am I not seeing, Spirit? That somebody is giving too much. Remember it said you give too much? You don't give too much. In the future, with this Leo that you're going to meet, or it's a Leo. There could also be a Sagittarius. Don't overgive. Somebody might even be spying on you. Is there anybody else with their eye on her? Emotionally incomplete. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is it here like that? Oh my God. Because the Three of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Look who came out. The Emperor and the Sun came out. You are emotionally incomplete because this is what you're waiting for. There's a Libra here. There's definitely a Leo here. There's a Pisces here. Gemini's here. Aries and Leo are here together. This person is not completing you emotionally. What would it take for that to happen? Somebody's going to lose courage and lose focus. What would it take for them not to lose courage? That could be him, because he actually came out kind of in reverse. Somebody needs to they're going to regret not showing you love somehow. How are they going to do that? Fill in the blank. And the Seven of Cups. Maybe they had too many choices in other people, or they drank too much, or they had some kind of addiction. They're going to reevaluate this. It looks like this is the one that you were with. This is like this could be Uday. It does look like there's a potential for him to come back. Remember it said no, but it's up to you. Okay, so now I want to know, what I want to know now, I'm taking a little time for your reading, but that's okay. Show me how Uday feels about Asher, Spirit. Oh my goodness, look. The Emperor was on the one we were talking about. This is you, Divine Feminine. He feels like you're his Divine Feminine, and he's reached his limit somehow. What do you mean he's reached his limit? It looks like you cry about this. It has to do with not being established, not being family. not having security. What needs to happen for this to change? Somebody is guarded, cautious, and afraid. You remember I said that somebody had fear? Okay, they have to overcome their fear. Will they? Rejection came out. Why is rejection here? Because they're clinging to this one day, someday, another time. But what will be the outcome of that? A lot of memories, third-party influences, not being at a distance, and not having a new beginning. Somebody pretends that they're solitary, sidetracked, and have resentments. You're both showing up, it looks like. But now that was a different deck. So this could be a different divine feminine and masculine. You could eventually meet a Leo who is a divine masculine. He's just not yours. Because you and this other guy, he's reached his limit. How does the other emperor I saw, how will they feel about Asha? Oh, Asha. Yeah, this is a different divine masculine. There's going to be a lot of chemistry between you and this person, and you won't have clashing differences, incompatibility, or conflict. Somebody got hurt. They were shattered, and now they're single and they're exhausted. How else will they feel? This new person. There will be no tension. So yeah, you are going to meet somebody new. You just have to heal. You just have to do that healing that we talked about. And don't what did I say? What did I say, Spirit? Help me. What do you want to say to Asha? Don't compromise, Asha. Spirit says don't compromise. Don't settle for less than you deserve, sweetheart. Alright, how are the angels helping Asha? May I see, please? You're gonna... Okay. You have a partnership. There's a partnership somehow. But the vibes are in reverse. So it's like this person could be low vibe. Be careful of a low vibe partner. And you are going to have prosperity. I think now we're talking about your business. Okay? Alright. I hope that was helpful. It looks like you're going to meet a Leo. Yep. And being a emperor or divine masculine can just mean you're more mature in life. You know, it could just mean that. Or they could have the divine masculine qualities, which I truly think they will, because you're not going to settle for less. Spirit keeps... There's a truck. I keep also seeing a truck. So maybe this could be somebody who ends up delivering somehow to your business, or you have a truck, or they will have a truck, but we'll see. Alright. They gave up on me, huh? Of course you can, Kailash. It doesn't look like we've had a lot of people with us today, but maybe we'll get it on the replay. It's all good. That reading was very, very, very profound. I don't know who it belonged to, but it was profound. I don't know if you felt it, but it all went so smoothly together. What's up, Kailash? Why did you retract your question, baby? Of course I'll answer a question for you. Are you just rephrasing your question? I love you too. Okay. You're interested in knowing the timeline for securing a job you're actively pursuing. Okay, let's find out. I think this deck is pretty accurate when it comes to timing, but we can look at both. When will Kailash secure this job that he's pursuing? Within a week on Wednesday? When will Kailash get the job? On a sunny day within a week. I think the sunny day was in reverse. At night on a sunny day in reverse. So it won't be sunny, it'll be dark. When will Kailash get this job that he's pursuing? Good strong answers only. At sunset within a year, not within a week. Can you be more precise about within a year? Can you give us a month? Spirit says, do it. Do it, Kailash. Why is Spirit saying do it? On a windy day in reverse in the summer. There's something you need to do. You haven't done something. That's why it's saying within a year. Because when I cut the deck, it cut at summer. Yeah. If he does it, whatever you're saying to do, when will he get this position? Spirit said on a Sunday. And now it's saying within 4 years. At sunset within a year, do it on Sunday. Do it on Sunday. If he does something on Sunday, when will he get this job? On a stormy day and not within 10 years. Why do you say not within 10 years? Because it could be within 2 weeks in autumn. Within a month. I'm getting a lot of answers. Some of them are far off and some of them are near. But there's something you have to do. Let me ask differently. Is Kailash meant to have this job, Spirit? Is this job meant for Kailash? Is this Kailash's destiny to have this job? Is it in Kailash's destiny to have this job? It keeps saying no, but we'll see what comes out. Is this job in Kailash's destiny? Within the next few weeks, but you don't believe it. You're going to have an opportunity within the next few weeks. So, it may not be that job, but I don't know. Let me look at the other timing deck. I'm getting weird answers from that one for some reason. When will Kailash get this job he wants to have, this opportunity? It's saying within the next few weeks. Can you clarify that to be true? I mean, the other one said within a year, but it said there's something you need to do. When will Kailash get this new job that he's pursuing? The one he's pursuing, when will he get it? It's not worth waiting for. Looks like Spirit has something better for you. When will Kailash get the job he's pursuing? By the next full moon, Spirit says. That is within the next few weeks. In less than a month. So, we'll see. It's saying, this deck is giving me better answers than that one for some reason. Maybe that one was giving you answers to something else. Because it was adamant that you do something. Do it. Okay? Maybe you understood what it meant when it said that. What's going to be the outcome of this job for Kailash? May I see, please? Oh, baby. Look, the Emperor and the Star. I love it. What's going to be the outcome of this job for Kailash? May I see, please? The one he's pursuing? The Six of Cups and the Star. What's going to be the outcome of this job that Kailash is pursuing? The Page of Cups and the Star. There's an Aquarian vibe to this. What's going to be the outcome of this job that Kailash is pursuing? Spirit says Temperance. That's a very good vibe for a job outcome. This is a Sagittarian vibe. And look, the Devil. That's also a very good vibe for a career. Because that means you have a lot of determination. You're going to go after it with fervor. But see, with you, the thing that's really standing out to me is that you're going to have temperance even though you have the Devil. You can't get any better energy than that. To be tempered, even though you have Capricorn at play. You can't get any better than that. As an outcome, in my opinion. That's a really good sign. Okay. Oh, Kailash, is Kasum on the list? Okay. Whom? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you're subscribed and that you're liking and sharing. My numbers are down low today. I'm not sure why. I might have pissed some people off the other night when I said what I did. But you know what? Oh, well. If I did, I just did. Because I was channeling to someone specific. And if other people took it to heart, then that means they were guilty of it too. I mean, it just is what it is. And I'm not going to apologize for what I said. Alright, Kasum. Whom should I go for? Should I wait for my ex to come, or should I move on with this new guy? Alright, first of all, I want to see if you should wait for your ex. Oh, here my one. Should she wait for her ex? Man, should she wait for her? Oh, wait. Card turned over. Choose a new direction within the next few weeks. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let me shuffle. Is the ex going to be coming back? Spirit, talk to me about the ex coming back. Is the ex coming back a good idea? Waiting for the ex. Do we wait for the ex? Whoa. Do we wait for the ex? Does this individual wait for the ex? No. No, do not wait for the ex. Romance. Romance. Okay, so now we know you have this new person coming in. Show me how the new person feels. Like they don't want to be alone, and like they have illusions. Right now we are all having illusions, and we're having to see through those. They have a resentment because they don't want to be alone. Show me how this new person feels about her. Like they want to chase you and they don't have any resentments. Show me how this new person feels about her, please. May I see, please? Like there's going to be consequences. What do you mean consequences? They have illusions, clouded judgment. What are they thinking? They're afraid. No, they're not afraid, actually. This person... Okay, I get it now. Okay. So this person already sees you as being marriage material. They feel like you're their destiny. They have clouded judgment and they're not afraid at the same time. It's like having this clouded judgment and knowing that there will be consequences to this. I think that they're taking this very seriously. What are their illusions? They're not, there's regret, there's lost words, and they're disappointed. Why are they not talking about this? It's something they're not saying to you. They are going to. They're going to confess something to you. This person is a little bit afraid. They've had some bad experiences, I think, in the past. There might even be some avoiding certain subjects or something. All right, we're going to find out what is going on with this confession. What is it that they would confess? Spirit said not that deck. That deck's pretty... Woo, we're going to use this one instead. What would they confess? These are illusions they're not telling you they have. What would they confess that this illusion? That's a lot of cards. Can I have one or two at a time so the reader can read and interpret the cards? Angels and spirit guides. What are they not confessing? May I see, please? There we go. My heart is open. My heart isn't open to anyone because of how I was hurt in the past. Remember? There's consequences. They're dealing with the consequences, and they have illusions they're not telling you about. Okay? The illusions are that they could actually be established with you and not be afraid. So right now, they can't see the truth about being established with you and not being afraid, because they feel like that's all they're ever going to get. It's like this person is afraid to have a new relationship. They're going to tell you about this too. They're going to tell you that their heart isn't open to anyone because of how they were hurt in the past. And I often wonder if you feel the same way. So they wonder if you were hurt in the past too and you feel the same way. What else would they say besides that? Surely there's more to this. This person's had some traumatic experiences. There we go. I get excited when I think about how incredible we could be together. And upside down, but you really know how to make me laugh. And so we have laugh up here. Alright, so this person is living consequences and seeing through the illusions. The illusion is my heart isn't open because of how I was hurt in the past. But at the same time, they get excited when they think about how incredible. It's like they go back and forth in their mind about this. Because they have unhealed trauma from past relationships. Alright, can you show me what the blocks are? So that they can navigate these blocks and make this relationship work. Somebody is hiding their feelings, and they need to get real. They need to be vulnerable and open up. Alright, show me what the blocks are here. Somebody feels like they need rescuing, and they don't seek perfection. You are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking and seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. But this person's not seeking perfection. And somehow there's a boundary issue here already. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. Anything else I need to know here? Eye candy came out. Okay, no wonder they're not seeking perfection. This is saying you are perfection. And it's not too risky. So this person looks at you as being perfect in every way. And as someone that they're very proud to show off. But they're afraid underneath of all that, they are waiting for love to save them, or you are. But you can't do that. You have to stop waiting and start looking for ways to make it happen. Will they do that? Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. So whoever is feeling like they need to be rescued, they need to realize that love won't solve their problems. They have to find their answers and be independent and not play games. So this person might have a tendency to play games. They look at you as being perfected, like the most perfect person. And like eye candy, you must be very, very beautiful. Just be careful that this person's not just using you. Anything else? Anything else they need to work on? Not playing games. Somebody likes to play games. Be careful. And you don't want this person, no breadcrumbing. Don't let this person breadcrumb you or play games with you. I'm going to say be careful with this one. Be careful. Anything else? Somebody makes excuses and they don't want to be a lone wolf. Look, and not sex only. You need to be careful with this one. This person sees you as being like a model. I mean, this person is really taken back by your looks. And underneath of all that, they go back and forth in their own mind about whether or not that this can even work, because they've been hurt in the past and they can't open their heart. But they can. Okay, so if they're not if they're not able to open their heart, but they want to have a relationship with you, they see you as being eye candy, as somebody who makes them look good and feel good about themselves. Be careful with this one. That's all I'm going to say. You might want to avoid. See how it says avoiding? Spirit might be warning you to avoid this person. You can give them a try, but when you start seeing the red flags, I want you to remember what I told you about this person. Okay? Because I'm seeing red flags, personally. How do they not F themselves while they're dealing with this individual spirit? How do they not F themselves? Don't open up. Don't open up. Spirit says don't open up and don't do a social media detox. and don't have faith. Wow. I think Spirit's saying just leave this one alone. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to ask your angels, but that's what Spirit's saying. Angels, should she go after Avastin, or however you say his name? Meditation brings answers, but somebody will not recover. You need to wait. They haven't gotten over their ex, is what I'm getting. You need to wait and let this person... I think this person... I'm going to tell you what I think. I think they want to parade you around in front of their ex. That's what I think. I think they want to use you to get back at their ex. Remember in the original reading it talked about somebody having a rebound? And that's something that some men like to do, is to get back at their ex by having somebody who's hotter. That kind of thing. And I can't remember what all came out in the reading. Yeah, Otto's letting you know too. You hear him? Yeah, Otto is confirming me to be right. I'm a little disappointed in the likes today, but thank you guys. Yeah. Just for now, okay? Just for now. That doesn't... It said wait for them to heal. It just said wait. But this... You must be incredibly good looking. Alright. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I'm not sure what's going on with the attendance, but, you know, Spirit had a specific message for a specific person the other day about using the channel for their own personal gain. And it may have come across that I was saying that to everybody, and I wasn't. I was saying what Spirit... I obey Spirit, and when Spirit tells me to say something, that is what I have to say. Now, I don't have any control over how people interpret what I say. For anyone who may be still here, what spiritual gifts are operating in our lives? We have our chakras, nature, and our third eye. And our music on the bottom of the deck. Anything else? Rainbows. You might see a rainbow. Get outside in nature. Get grounded. You might see a rainbow. Use your intuition. Look, somebody might be having a baby. Might be a rainbow baby. It could be a baby later in life that you thought you would never have. Anything else? Or maybe you have fertility issues. You're mirroring somebody in the clouds. There's a lot of references of outside. Look, there's that baby again. You could be pregnant at the same time as somebody else. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I guess that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and hopefully Spirit will come. We'll probably do home life, work life for the whole collective tomorrow and answer Q&A. Around the same time, 11:30 my time, okay? Be blessed. Have a wonderful Saturday night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, okay? Take care now. Bye-bye.